Well, it was Bishop Berkeley who coined a Latin phrase that has become important in the history of philosophy, and that is the phrase esse est percipi. Esse est percipi, which means, in translation, to be is to be perceived. To be is to be perceived. So if you would say to Bishop Berkeley, is there a sound in the forest if there is no one there to hear the tree fall? Well, he would answer that question two different ways. On the one hand, he would say that if there's absolutely no one who perceives that tree falling, there would not be a sound. In fact, there wouldn't even be a tree if we take this principle to its fullest conclusion. If to even be is to be perceived, that means that if it's not perceived, it doesn't exist. Not only the sound would disappear, but the tree would disappear, and if there were no one there to perceive the forest would disappear. Or to take it to its ultimate conclusion, not only the consequences of material things would disappear, but matter itself would disappear, because matter itself is dependent upon someone's perception for its very being. We're saying that what this man is concerned about is to stop the tide of materialism and to stop the tide of atheism. Now, some people assume that therefore what Berkeley was saying was that matter doesn't exist at all. The tree doesn't exist, the sound doesn't exist, you don't exist, nothing exists, and everything is an illusion. Now, there are those popular readers of Berkeley who have come to the conclusion that this guy was just spinning out nonsense and talking about everything is an illusion. No, no, no. Berkeley believed in real trees. And Berkeley believed in real sound. But he said there can't be being without perception. Remember, I said that he would answer the question about the sound in the forest two different ways. On the one hand, if you would say to him, if no one perceives the sound, would there be any sound? He'd say no. But on the other hand, he would say, if you aren't there and I am not there and nobody else in this world is there to hear that sound, there would still be sound because it would be heard by God. God, in this case, in simple terms, could be called the great perceiver, by whose perception reality holds together. And without his knowledge, the idea of things actually being in the mind of God, nothing would possibly or could possibly be.